the marriage between the self and that which sees the self. The marriage between our own beingness and that which sees and recognizes our own beingness. The relationship between the knower within and the experience of the self as our own beingness. The self, in spiritual terms, are the beingness, we could say, our own beingness, the I amness. We feel that we have the I amness, a beingness, the soul heart essence that is just a part of our inner being. We have this and we experience that we have this. So there is a relationship there which can be developed into a closer unification between these two parts of ourselves. That which sees the self and the self itself. The beingness as it is, our own beingness, and our own recognition of our own beingness. That is a marriage, that is a unification process, that is a unification relationship, that is something that oscillates towards each other. Our own beingness and that which sees our own beingness. The I amness inside of us and that which recognizes our own I amness. We know that we are because we have the experience of the recognition that we are. And what is it inside us that recognizes that we are? What is it that recognizes our own beingness? That which recognizes our own beingness is that which is prior to our own beingness. That which is prior to consciousness, we could say. We are conscious, but we can see our own consciousness. We can feel that it makes sense to say that we can see our own consciousness. We can recognize that we have consciousness, that we exist within, or actually even prior to this consciousness that we recognize. So there is a relationship between that which is prior to our experience, that which sees our experience, and our experience itself. There's a relationship between my I amness and that which recognizes and sees my I amness. And this can be seen as a marriage, as a relationship, as a unification process that can be developed. It goes into something that is very basic inside of us, deep inside of us, beyond consciousness, beyond the mind, beyond our psychological self, with all the constructions, with all the conceptions, with all the house of cards elements that we all the time constitute within our own perception, because of our interpretation machine and our projection machine that is a part of the human program. We recognize our own beingness, our own self, our own experience of our own self with that which is prior to this self. We can see that we have this beingness. So, this unification, this relationship between the I amness and that which is prior to the I amness, that which is prior to the play, as Nisargadatta Maharaj says, because he, in his view, The I amness is a part of the play, and only that which recognizes consciousness is real, and that which recognizes consciousness cannot be described, cannot be found, because it is practically non-existent. It's the ultimate absolute, it is Parabrahman, it is that which is prior to Brahman. Everything that exists, including our consciousness, is Brahman, is God in this old Vedanta perspective. Everything is Brahman, everything is a part of Brahman. What is it that recognizes this everything that is Brahman? Well, Parabrahman, that in us which recognizes that which exists. So there is a relationship between that which is the world and that which is prior to consciousness. There's a relationship between our own self and that which can see our own self. And this unification process, this relationship, is something that could be developed into some sort of a marriage, because we exist in that marriage whether we like it or not. We exist in this dynamic between our own beingness and that which recognizes and sees our own beingness. Thank you.